Yeah, we can do that too.
Does he even have nipples?
He does in the movie.
I know, but not here.
But you know exactly where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they're definitely supposed to be right there.
Right there. Just get a...
I was gonna Sharpie. Oh wait, you're not wearing red. It's Valentine's Day.
Yesterday.
No. Whatever. Happy Valentine's Day, man.
It's with this guy.
Okay. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I guess this doesn't come out on Valentine's Day either.
God.
Whatever.
Unenthusiastic, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, Day of Love or whatever. There wasn't that many love movies this month.
Love Hurts.
But that's not really a love movie.
Hard Eyes.
Also not really a love movie.
Yes, it is.
Those are...
They're Valentine's Day movies.
Yeah, but not love movies.
What do you mean love movies, brother?
Like, one is a slasher.
Yeah, but there's love in there. They find love.
I guess. I don't know. We didn't watch that many films. I guess there was a couple we could have checked out on. But we still have the whole rest of the month to go. So we watched 4 films in these last 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is the lowest amount of films we have seen
in a 2 week span.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like 2 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So felt great. It felt amazing.
I mean, kind of.
To not go see every film. Like, I mean, we still gotta watch every film. The second half of the month might
Start
suck.
over. Just start over. Just start.
Yeah.
You're ready. We're frauds now.
We're frauds now.
No.
Just call it. I'm still deleting the channel.
I mean, it's not really, bro. Like I said, half these films aren't even in theaters for a whole week. They're like, they've got no motion, buddy. Like, what am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do, man? Like,
No one cares.
People are like, yo, this movie's coming out on Wednesday. But like, all right, I got next Tuesday off, and then like by Friday, it's like, oh, there's no more showings.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well,
that's it. Okay, well, we can start with Captain America: Brave New World. That was a Marvel film. That was something.
I was definitely not like an entry level film.
No, yeah, you definitely had to be in tune with the Marvel Cinematic Universe to kind of get everything.
They dropped a bunch of them in there. Like, I was honestly surprised to even see clips from like the '08 Hulk.
Yeah. No, they absolutely had a decent amount, but yeah, okay. So we'll go with no non-spoiler talk to start it, just in case. Anyone that hasn't seen this film, watch it if you want to.
I mean, listen,
it's kind of a nothing burger.
It's a decent film, I think. I don't know, like,
you know, this is the 3rd worst rated Marvel film to date.
Really?
Yeah.
Behind which?
Eternals and Ant-Man: Quantumania, which both are drastically worse films.
Also mentioned a lot too in the movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Eternals is, and
so is Ant-Man.
Quantumania?
Not Quantumania, but Ant-Man in general.
Ant-Man in general. Yeah, I guess he's just Paul Rudd's funny.
No, but I'm saying, like,
I know.
Yeah.
They reference him.
Yeah, a lot. But I did not know that. I've never seen Quantumania, and I didn't think Eternals was as bad as people thought it was. I just thought it was a decent movie. I really liked the speedster in there.
With the girl?
Yeah, the girl. Yeah, I think was it Akari or whatever her name was.
Yeah, something like that. She was alright. She couldn't talk.
No, she didn't talk. I know that was like she was. That was the real stigma about the movie, was that it was like people thought it was way too inclusive.
I don't know. That movie sucked.
I didn't think it sucked.
But Captain America: Brave New World did not suck as much as those. It was not a bad film. Well, it was a bad film, but
I don't think it was a bad film.
It was decent. The only thing I think that made it rate so low to most audiences is just people being tired of Marvel at this point.
I don't think they're tired of Marvel. I think they're just like how do you even? I think there's like they have a lot to like. Man, I don't know how to word it. Like, okay, with like Jonathan Mayer, or whatever his name was.
Yeah, it was Jonathan Mayer.
Okay, maybe. There's like that whole thing, right? It's like I feel like they keep, like it's like they build things up and then immediately they take them away. And then I also feel like the world they're trying to build is so complex at this point that it's like it's kind of like not even how you even supposed to market this to like the average person. You know what I mean? Like if you don't read the comics and if you're not going to watch every single TV series that comes out and every single movie, then like, you know what I mean? Whereas like with the Avengers, it was like, you know what I mean? It was like a couple of Avengers movies that came out throughout the year. As long as you saw those, you were good. And then even if you didn't see them, you were just there for like the spectacle. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But it's like, how is like, I don't actually know what the plan is, right? But like, I assume all these Marvel movies are all going to tie in. Like, how is Craven going to tie into this?
No, Craven doesn't count. That's not technically.
No, oh no,
That's
that's a Sony thing, right?
That's a Sony thing, yeah.
I thought they sold the rights to Sony.
They did, but it's not anything like that. Venom, that Craven, that Morbius. None of that matters.
Oh, none of that matters.
No. Like,
Okay,
it's
so what's
not-
even the point?
not
So
canon.
what is the point of
It
it?
is
Anyway,
canon, but, yeah.
but yeah, just like how is this all going to tie in together? Like,
So I will say I am a huge comic book reader and Marvel fan and DC and anything to do with superheroes and any of that. I've been in my whole life. I remember as I grew up, luckily I grew up just at the right time to watch all like the gold era of all the Marvel films. Like my mother bought me the DVD for Incredible Hulk 2008.
okay,
And just ever since then, I watched every film.
okay,
I watched every Marvel film for a very long time. I stopped watching every Marvel. Even I watched every TV show, production, anything to do with Marvel. I was in tune with it until like 2018, 2019, I think. And I couldn't keep up because that's when they were just rapid firing garbage. And I just really didn't want to watch. What was it? It was the Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. I didn't check out.
I
Marvel.
didn't. No, I didn't either. I didn't even really like her role.
Yeah,
in,
I didn't see. As soon as they started colliding worlds, too, I just couldn't. Once they brought in Daredevil, like the Daredevil TV show, the Jessica Jones TV show,
Some of those are fairly highly rated though.
and no, those are good shows.
Like Daredevil, Punisher, like those are decent. Those are halfway decent.
and those are good shows, but like once they start tying those in and start adding new things, and oh man, it was.
And like,
a
does
chore.
he even have his own movie? Like Daredevil? Like not? Like
I think
not,
he's getting one.
Yeah, because like
They're all getting one. They're supposed to all get one, right?
and then that's my whole thing too. It's like, okay, Daredevil had his own TV show for a while. I think he's got like a couple seasons though, a few seasons.
a few
Even
seasons, yes,
he got like a cameo in Spider-Man.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Everyone's-
what's the point? Like not what's the point, but like if you're gonna introduce all these people, like I feel like they need to play bigger roles throughout the movie too. Like if you're gonna be like,
there's so many characters that at this point, Daredevil to me isn't as important as someone like the Fantastic Four, which is what they're really building on right now.
yeah, I know, but then there was also too like, oh my god, what's it called? Like the whole multiverse of madness. Like there was a payout for watching WandaVision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I thought that
Well,
would be
again,
the same.
Wanda actually should play a big role in what they're doing. They're trying to do a whole like Worlds Collide, Secret Wars kind of crossover, and they're trying to build towards that. And so Wanda plays a big role in that because she is a mutant, and she was already in the MCU. And she actually, in one of the comics lines, she was the one that erased the world. And then she like recreated it. I don't know how that all happened, but whatever. Wanda's a big part. Franklin Richards, which is Reed Richards' son. You got actually the Fantastic Four.
You think they're gonna introduce Franklin Richards?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, they already technically did.
Oh,
You know why?
really?
Because when Wanda was in Multiverse of Madness and she entered into one of the other universes and she killed that Reed Richards, he was speaking about his kids.
Okay.
And so they technically already did introduce him.
Okay.
But it's again, all these small things that are supposed to play big roles in this big cog. They were working towards Jonathan Major being Kang and doing this whole Kang dynasty after what happened in real life, and they scrapped Jonathan Major, unfortunately. Really bad decision, but we'll touch on that eventually maybe. They decided to then go in a different way with Doctor Doom, which is why they introduced Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, and now they're going to do a whole Doom storyline. But now they're trying to pick up the pieces and do a bunch of things. It really is convoluted, and funny enough, they have an Avengers movie coming out next year. And filming ends soon.
How even they spoilers? I feel like it's been 5 minutes, right?
Well, we haven't even talked about Captain America.
okay.
So,
Never
but
mind,
okay,
then.
look. Apparently, there's an Avenger movie coming out, and funny enough, Captain America is actually a huge role in that. That's what the Russo twins said, I believe it was, or someone said.
Like
that
not Steve Rogers Captain America, because I feel like
No.
Steve Rogers Captain America was
he was a big role in
Yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah.
Right? No,
in Secret Wars. I mean,
in Secret Wars.
yeah,
What, the comic line?
yeah. That's what I assumed. Like I feel like one of the famous, at least because I've never read it, but I know like one of the famous things that went around was like him just saying Hail Hydra, but it's like not really Steve Rogers. It's what do you call him? He's like one of the aliens that are.
Oh, that's right. The scrolls.
Yeah, he's like one of the scrolls. That's like one of the things that like panels that always come up when I think of Secret Wars is like Steve Rogers is really undercut. It's like no, they're just that good. That's like I feel like that was also like one of the big points in that last Spider-Man movie. Not the third one, the second one.
No Way Home or
yeah, the one where he fights Amazo or whatever, or not Amazo.
Magneto. Yeah. Yep. Magneto's in that film.
Yeah,
for sure. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Whatever. Jake Gyllenhaal's character.
Because this guy was a Skrull the whole time. He wasn't really.
Was he?
Yeah.
When was he that?
What are you talking about?
I don't remember him being a Skrull.
Samuel L. Jackson was a Skrull the whole time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I thought you meant Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, not Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal died.
No. Yeah. He deserved to. I'm talking about Samuel L. Jackson, whose name
their whole Skrull sidelines and stuff like that also is crazy to me, especially with Rhodey being a Skrull. That was in. You know who Rhodey is, right?
That sounds familiar.
He's not Iron Man. He's Iron Man's best friend.
Rhodey was a Skrull
he's been
too.
a Skrull this whole time, and you found that out in Secret Invasion, the show. That show sucked. Don't watch that show.
Okay.
But yes, that's a fun thing to know. I don't know if they're going to do anything with that.
Yeah.
Apparently, this entire time, for the last however many movies, I'm not sure, he was a Skrull. Regardless, apparently, as we're talking to the director and like figuring things out, Captain America, Falcon, what's his name?
Anthony Mackie? Talking about?
Yeah, but the actor, not the actor, the actual character's name.
Isn't it the Falcon, or you mean like what's his like
actual name? Yeah. Falcon's name. Whatever. Falcon, Captain America, the new Captain America, the brand new one.
Sam Wilson.
Sam Wilson's Captain America. He's going to play a big role as he is going to be huge in this new Avengers movie and hopefully several movies. So we don't even know the squad. No one does. Again, I don't know how they're going to fit all these movies in. But we'll digress and go into Captain America: Brave New World though. And it was all right. It was okay.
Yeah, definitely not bad.
It was not the worst Marvel film ever. No. Is that a big thing? No. You should not be happy about that. You shouldn't be like, we weren't the worst.
I mean, I guess I don't know, man. With that much production going on at the same time, I can't really be upset.
This film did go through like 10 reshoots.
Did it?
It went through so many.
And then
and script changes.
I can see why they did certain like once Red Hulk shows up, like you can tell that's like where all the budget went. Like it's
I don't know if that was
there
gonna
was so much destruction.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was actually insane.
I don't know if that was supposed to play a huge role in their first couple shoots, or maybe they were doing a different villain. I remember they were doing something with a different villain, maybe, or I'm not sure, but nonetheless, what came out as the final movie, it just felt like it's already been done before. I felt like I've already seen that film.
Really?
Yeah, honestly. It felt like the last Captain America film. Like, not the last one, but...
Civil War?
Not Civil War. The one before that with Bucky, who just finds Bucky. Winter Soldier. It just felt like Winter Soldier all over again. Kind of. In some ways.
I mean, I know what you mean. Because I feel like a common theme in like those movies is like trying to break up the team, but like also like Age of Ultron,
right?
And stuff and whatnot.
They're always trying to break up the team.
Yeah.
But in this one, it was more Captain America going off and doing his own thing.
It was way more political.
This was technically a political film. That's what they were advertising it as.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can tell.
Film. Yeah.
You can tell.
And also, this was a very, I don't want to say grounded film, because it's not real.
I know what you mean.
But there's not a lot of superheroes in this film.
No, I mean, I don't even really consider the Falcon to be like a super.
No, okay, yeah.
Because like one of the main points in the movie is that like he didn't take any super soldier serum.
None of the heroes in this film are super.
I mean, I guess if you consider Captain America superhero, then like
okay, yeah,
Isaiah Bradley would be.
That's true.
Technically, he's a super.
That's true. Yeah, you meet like a good amount of like you meet the old Captain America, Isaiah Bradley. You have the new Falcon. You have a random Black Widow in there.
Yeah,
she's part of like the Secret Service or the defense for the president.
Yeah,
and you then have Thaddeus Ross, but he's the only technically super person.
Yeah,
and You don't really get much of that. The other super person you might have would be the villain of this film.
Yeah.
Which was Mr. Blue.
Yeah, well, he was Mr.
And
Blue
his
in
name,
08.
yes, his name is the leader.
Yeah. Well, Samuel Stearns.
Samuel Stearns, yes, but his name is the leader in the comics.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I didn't like his character design, to be honest with you.
No, I mean...
No.
But that's part of... I mean, I don't know if it's part of it in the comics, but like in
the
here,
comics, he looks so much cooler.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So much cooler.
I mean, that's not the point in this movie, though.
No. They're trying to make it real, I guess, right?
Not real, but more so like they like what's the president's? Well, the president was basically like
What, Thaddeus Ross?
Yeah. Harrison Ford was like, yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
like basically was like he promised him to live a normal life.
Yes.
And he looks ugly and weird. You know what I mean? So it's like
impossible. It was garbage.
So even like it's like one of those things where like even if he wanted to like just run away, because technically speaking he's smart enough to like to do that.
He's smart enough to do a bunch of things, and that's my big flaw. So okay, we'll get into spoilers then. Big flashing spoilers. Spoilers for Captain America: Brave New World. I have several huge issues with this film, and one of them is the fact that their villain is just so ass. He is the leader. He has been behind the presidency campaign for forever. He has been making technology, and he's been the one running things in behind because he's that smart. He is wrong every time in this film. And then as well as he just doesn't do anything for himself. So when I say that is like, I don't know if you remember when they were going, they ran his phone, that he like rang the phone, and then they just like tracked his phone, and then he killed everyone in custody besides Isaiah Bradley. And then they're still like, nah, that was a distraction. Let's keep going after the leader. And then he was like, oh, my calculation said 82% chance you would have turned around. Brother, where are you getting this from? Like, yo, what? He was wrong there.
I'm assuming, but like if he's behind the scenes of everything, right? And like he's essentially the president's right hand man.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that he's probably got like a log of all of his missions and times he's turned back for a friend versus times he hasn't turned back for a friend and yada yada yada.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is garbage. Like, how are you wrong in everything in the film? I did not for 1 second think he was the smartest guy ever. Not for 1 second that I feel like, okay, yeah, he's really smart. No, it really did just feel like, okay, this guy's just kind of pointless. And he can't fight. That's a big thing. And obviously, like, he can never fight. Even in the comics, he's not strong. He's strong in the mind, right?
Yeah,
he controls people. But he never felt like the leader. He didn't feel like someone who can lead anything. Technically, I guess he leads the country because he got someone in that position, but not well. And yeah, how did he not assume that Thaddeus Ross wouldn't let him be free? He just didn't assume that. He was like, no, you turn back from your promise, so now I have to do this. But that was no, he was generally thought after 10 plus years or whatever it is, that he was like, he's like, oh, I'm still gonna go free. Like, really?
Yeah.
He's like, that's dumb. That's
I guess. I mean, I feel like that's one of the main points of the movie too. Is like people just having false hope in the president, and like that was the whole point of like the smear campaign. And like I feel like again too, he makes it a big point that like he didn't want to kill the president because if that's all he wanted, then he could have done it. It's more of like
he wanted to ruin his image.
Yeah,
he can ruin his life.
Yeah, because
he
spent his life trying to become that, and it's like, okay, now I can just ruin it all. Yeah. That and also like just having a relationship with his daughter. So like for him it was like that meant way more to him because he could live his life miserable because he's essentially that's what he's doing. Yeah, he's already miserable. He doesn't have his one. The only thing he's doing all this for doesn't care about him, which was a nice tone to see her. But I'm talking about like Stearns. Yeah, I'm talking about Stern also. Like he's just like he's already miserable. You know what I mean? He's been miserable his whole life. I mean, the guy. I mean, he didn't seem miserable when he was Mr. Blue. He was just a teacher. And plus, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean he's miserable. Doesn't mean he's miserable. Anyway. I mean, I feel like every professor is pretty miserable. Okay, he was not miserable. And then, too, it wasn't even like he was... It wasn't like he was like that when they found him. No. I feel like they tell you that, like... He did go crazy. No, but I'm saying, like, the way he looks. What about him? Because, like, okay... He got his mind sort of got corrupted a little bit with the Hulk's blood, right? And then they tell you that the president is actually the reason he looks as bad as he does.
Okay.
Is because he kept giving him more.
Yeah.
Because he wanted him to be what he is for him.
Right. He wanted to see what else. He was more experimenting and figuring things out. But I don't know. Another huge thing I hate about this film, a huge point, was the fact that, yes, Sam Wilson did not take the super soldier serum. How the fuck is he alive?
His suit, man.
I don't care, bro.
His
no way. This
Listen,
guy
listen.
could fight the...
Listen, man. If Batman can fight Superman,
No, bro.
then this guy can fight the Hulk. All right.
Bro, no.
If Batman can fight Superman, this guy can fight the Hulk. When I feel like you definitely start to. I feel like there are 100,000% certain things you're just supposed to turn your brain off for.
Which I think is garbage.
I don't think so. To me, like, well, I mean, what else is he supposed to do? Were you just supposed to wait for somebody else?
He should be dead.
Okay, but you see what I'm saying? Then what's the point of the movie?
There was no point in the movie.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
What do you mean
Listen to
nothing
me, listen to me,
happened?
right? The movie started with what? They wanted to do the accord. They
Yeah.
wanted to do the treaty,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The whole movie ended. The treaty got signed.
Yes.
Nothing changed.
What do you mean nothing changed?
Bro. The fact that all of that happened and they still had the treaty signed is ridiculous.
How is that ridiculous?
It's crazy.
How?
The president is in jail. He is in prison.
All right. Is that weird to you that like the president does crimes and he's still a president?
No, he's not the president anymore. I don't think. He stepped down. I think.
Did he? Or
I
you think or you know because when
you can't be president in
when
prison.
when the Falcon went and visited him, he called him the president.
Yeah, as
And I'm pretty sure I don't know how true that is either, but
if you go to prison as a president, you are not the president anymore.
I don't know. I don't even know
He's
if
definitely stepped down.
I don't even think he's in prison per se.
No, he is. He's locked up.
Yeah, he's locked up, but that's not
He's in prison.
for safety reasons.
No. He's did a lot of crimes. They put him in jail for sure. That's definite. He's in jail.
Are you sure?
I'm sure about that one. But what I'm saying is, listen, the fact that the three countries with the treaty even stayed in, right? Japan, I understand, right? They figured out what happened and this and that. Japan should have still never worked with the U.S. The other two, because I mean, after all that, how can you sign this treaty still?
Because the U.S. is still a ridiculous superpower.
But
It's still a ridiculous superpower.
Exactly. Why would you
literally imagine for a second what would have happened, right? Like if Japan decided to keep going with the attack and then Red Hulk actually turned into the Red Hulk, the U.S. would have just seized the celestial body. Like it would have just been ours. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like there is definitely a point to like willingly giving something to somebody versus like just taking it. You know what I mean? Like that's like animosity you don't want. You know what I mean?
I guess to me it was pretty garbage. I just don't like the fact that nothing changed throughout the film, right? Captain America, again, he does this whole secret thing. He disobeys the president. He disobeys everything.
Yeah.
And nothing happens. Isaiah Bradley also with his case, like, yeah, he went to prison because he tried to assassinate the president, but it was because of mind control. So now, okay, he's out free, he's fine. That just nothing changed.
I'm still so confused as to like, what is it? What did you want to happen in the movie?
I needed something more. It was too bland for me. It was too bland in the case of like.
I also feel like other things in the movie are supposed to like entice you, like the fact that I'm supposed to I guess I'm supposed to believe that like the X-Men aren't a thing yet.
No, they aren't in the world. They are not in that world.
That's what I mean. Because
exist
adamantium just got introduced
to them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But yes, of course.
That's what I mean. So it's just like what does that mean for that? You know what I mean?
It means that X-Men are coming, which is why.
But like, how does that even work? Because, or no, not how does that work? But I wonder how that's gonna play into
everything.
Yeah, like later on.
Well, that's what we're gonna find out later this year with the Fantastic Four. They're mutants. They're X-Men.
Well,
Fantastic Four are X-Men.
Are they considered mutants? I thought mutants are only people who are like born with like the X gene.
The X gene, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, the Fantastic Four work a lot with the X-Men, and like, well, they're just in the same world. Plus, there are actual mutants in that world. As maybe not that one. I don't know what's gonna happen in the Fantastic Four film, but with Reed Richards, when we saw him in the whole Multiverse of Madness, and Professor X was right there. So, and again, Wanda is a mutant. Wanda is literally one of the mutants. I don't know what's gonna happen with all that, but Captain America: Brave New World. I mean, this guy right here was the best thing in the entire film, and we saw him for what, 7 minutes?
He was cool.
The entire fight was the trailer.
Yeah, kind of.
Literally every scene you see in the trailer was exactly what happened in the film. We got a little bit more.
Which is why you don't watch trailers.
Yeah, but like it was everywhere. You couldn't miss this trailer.
Listen, man, you could definitely miss it. You can definitely. But yeah, this is why you don't watch trailers.
It was
really,
just,
really cool. Really budget heavy. That's for
I
that.
wish he had more part. Mind you, actually, this is my favorite iteration of the Hulk, maybe. Besides maybe the 2008 Hulk.
The 2008 Hulk is by far my favorite.
But dude, this was a real Hulk. He was angry. He was breaking shit. He was doing things.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't no nice ass. What I've been seeing for these last God knows how many years with She-Hulk and with
She-Hulk doesn't count, and I don't know. I feel like
after 2008, even okay.
So you're telling me like okay, first Avengers Hulk is
that one's fine.
Okay, and then you're telling me the what was the movie where Iron Man has to fight Hulk in the Hulkbuster armor? That wasn't like
that was Age of Ultron.
That wasn't good. That wasn't any good to you either.
But the second that ended, the second that film ended, garbage.
Garbage.
Even in Thor Ragnarok, I hated him. He was a big baby.
Well, yeah, he was spoiled.
He was a baby. Why is the Hulk a baby?
He was spoiled, man.
What? Why? It messes with my brain. I love the Hulk so much. One of my favorite characters, and I just feel like the MCU has consistently ruined him, and it's been really bad. And also, I don't like Mark Ruffalo for that reason. I like Mark Ruffalo. He's a cool guy.
I was about to say it's not his fault.
I don't care. I hate his Hulk.
Okay.
Edward Norton, fire, badass. Mark Ruffalo, I see him as the shitty ass Hulk in Endgame.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with him.
Yeah, I know.
And I also think it's so weird to me that like it's like one of the few things that they didn't want to like capitalize on afterwards. Was like the rematch. I thought that rematch was gonna be
fire.
Insane.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be legendary. Like, but don't get me wrong, Cat versus the Purple Man was kind of cool. Actually, really cool.
No, it was. Again, Endgame did fine. But after that, the MCU has been on a steep decline. And was this the worst MCU movie ever? No. It needed way more Red Hulk. The actual fighting in this film, the action was sick.
Yeah.
I love how both Falcon and Captain America in this film fight. Super cool with the wings.
And the shield.
Yeah. And just all of that badass.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and the new Falcon was pretty cool too, this Latin guy. His name is Joaquin.
Yeah.
So he was pretty cool too. This film wasn't everything that I needed it, and it just kind of felt like nothing.
Like nothing.
Felt like a nothing burger, you know?
I don't know. Honestly, the thing I was most disappointed about was the end credit scene.
That was pretty bad.
I don't know what to
it was just
what to take away from that. Like he said, you're not gonna be ready for everybody else. I don't know who everybody unless he knows about the scroll.
He knows. Okay, yes, he knows about all the different universes.
Okay,
that's what he's talking about. He's talking about Secret Wars.
Okay,
which Secret Wars is a colliding of universes. That's why he said that.
Okay.
So basically, what Doctor Strange did in Infinity War, where he was looking at the 14 million capabilities of things happening. He can do the same thing, I guess, with his gamma brain.
With the yeah.
And he figured out with probability and chance, and he did the actual science work to find out there's other universes in the Marvel universe, and that eventually they're going to fight.
Okay.
Which is what Secret Wars was.
Gotcha.
It was different, basically comic book lines fighting. And so that's what's going to happen in this one too, where like our main universe, which is 616, is going to collide with everything else.
Gotcha.
Even the Deadpool universe is like, I forget the numbers.
So we're going to figure out why Thor was crying?
We're going to figure out why Thor was crying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Maybe not, but but yeah. What would you give Captain America Brave New World?
I give it like a good 7.5.
Man. I gave it a 6.5.
A 6.5?
Yeah, I do.
6.5 is crazy.
I think it was a decent film, but I couldn't even put it. It's above average, but not like that much above average.
Did you like it more than Paddington?
No.
So then what'd you give Paddington?
7.
So that doesn't even make any sense.
What do you mean?
If you didn't like it more than Paddington, But you gave Paddington a 7 anyway.
No, wait.
That's-
I
that's
like
what
Paddington more than Brave New World. Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, sure. We can go with 6.5.
No, we can meet in the middle of 7.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it's again, I'm cool with me in the middle there. It's not by all means, it's not a good. 7's not a great rating. You know,
It's average.
it's average. So
I think it's good enough to see in theaters. 7.
yeah, it's a good one-time watch. Why not? Especially if you're a Marvel fan, do it.
Yeah.
So okay, Captain America: Brave New World is a 7 out of 10. A lot of people have issues with their 7s. Like people said, like Wolfman. Remember we gave Wolfman a 7?
What's wrong with Wolfman?
No, because people were like, "No, man, that movie sucked." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a 7 though. You know, it's like it's a decent film.
Yeah,
It's
but
a good one-time watch."
Yeah,
but some people think 7's like the best ever.
yeah. You know what it is? Is that like I feel like people are way too literal with like how they rate, right? Because like I guess in their eyes, like a 7 and an 8.
Yeah, it's like good.
No, not that it's like good. Well, they're not that far off.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
you really, if it's an average film, technically speaking, if we're going from like 1 being the worst to 10 being the best, 5 would be average.
I guess.
You know what? But like,
it's above average. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. Well, it's above average.
Yeah, it's above average. It's a decent film. That's why I said decent.
No, I know. But you
And
said
7's decent.
You said it was a nothing burger. So it's like
was
so,
a nothing
so
burger.
so if when they hear nothing burger, they're just like, all right, nothing burger, but it's 7. Doesn't make any sense. It should be a 5.
No,
Because like what? Because
it
what?
didn't
What?
give me anything new. I felt like I already watched the film. Was it a bad film? No, it just felt like I rewatched a good, like not a good film. I rewatched. Oh no, I felt like I rewatched Captain America: Winter Soldier, and Captain America: Winter Soldier was a good film. I don't know what I'd rate it, but maybe an 8, 8.5. So if you re-put me through the same film again with just brand new characters and less cool, less action, less superheroes, less all that shit, it's a 6.5. It's losing two ratings. It's fair.
Okay.
I don't know. To me, maybe again, yeah. People can't read my mind, so
Yeah.
that's what their issue, I guess, would be.
All right. So then that'll be a 7. What's the next movie we're gonna talk about?
We're gonna talk about Paddington.
We're gonna talk about Paddington.
Since I already spoiled my rating for Paddington, we'll talk no spoilers first. Paddington.
No spoilers first.
About Paddington. Paddington the bear.
That is hard. Like if you thought that Captain America was a nothing burger, to me Paddington was definitely a nothing burger.
But it's a kid's film.
Yeah, but it's how boring.
Because you're not a child.
Yeah, but that's Dogman was fire.
No, but Dogman's different.
Dogman was fire.
Dogman's a
Nah, I don't want to
cartoon.
listen. I watched Kung Fu Panda over Paddington. I watched Dogman over Paddington.
Those are completely
I watched
different.
Sonic over Paddington.
Completely different.
Why? What am I comparing Paddington to?
You got to compare Paddington to like Stuart Little.
Also trash.
See, okay, now we have an issue. I love Stuart
No,
Little.
I'm joking.
I was gonna say, man, come on. What's wrong with that little rat in a red car?
It's okay. I'm not gonna say trash, but it's like it's not holding my attention.
What, Paddington?
Yeah, 100%.
I guess. I mean, again, you
The
are
accents are cool, I guess.
the
I mean,
accents.
the accents
What,
are
like
cool.
The English accent.
Yeah, the British accent. Yeah, I mean he's like you start the movie off, and he becomes a British citizen. Like that's
Yeah,
they're
that's
from
cool.
they're from Britain. The cameos are all right in this movie. I think it's not really any action in here.
No, none. This is a full-on just comedy adventure film.
Yeah,
This is for children.
that
man.
isn't really funny. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
I don't know, man. It's kind of just like nothing. I would never watch this again.
No, definitely not.
I would never
The
watch this
scenery
again.
was pretty cool. No.
Oh yeah, I mean that you're biased, but yeah, it was
No,
pretty cool.
okay. All right.
You're biased. It was cool though. It was cool.
It was kind of sick, the scenery wise, and I don't know. I think the CGI was actually kind of decent.
I would hope so.
It's a bear.
Yeah.
That looked like a bear.
Yeah.
He acted kind of like a bear.
I would hope so.
I will say it was pretty annoying though.
Yeah, I like the dialogue in the movie was like way too casual for me. Like there's stuff happening that they're just talking about it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like they get there, it's like we don't know where she is, and they're like, you don't know where she is? It's like
Yeah.
she just went missing, and they just talk about it like
It's like a
family-
Dora the Explorer episode.
Yeah, literally.
This is a kids film, man.
I just can't. Yeah, but it doesn't mean it like
All right, well,
it should be
talk-
bland or like super duper handholdy. I don't know. It's whatever. I can't like those are also kids films.
Yeah, I would
They're
much rather
not-
watch Dogman
they're-
then.
they're not the
Which the
same.
rating shows. Nonetheless, we'll go into spoilers about Paddington. Paddington is in Peru, the country of Peru.
And he's Peruvian, apparently.
And he's Peruvian, apparently. Look at that. The cool bear. And just...
I can't remember his name, but Puss in Boots makes a cameo.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember that guy's name. I just know Puss in Boots when I hear him.
Yeah, of course.
Antonio something.
Antonio Banderas?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I hate just how, like... The comedy in this one was nothing like a Dogman comedy.
No.
Or even like a Sonic comedy. Where those are kind of funny. This one is just like, oh, no, like the first scene kind of pissed me off, actually.
Oh, with him taking the pictures in
With
the
him
booth?
taking the pictures in the booth
Yeah.
and then like ruining, like breaking the machine, getting out, breaking more shit,
Yeah.
and then just walking up and leaving. That was not funny. That was rude. That was not nice, actually.
That was rude. Yeah, it's like... Okay, you want to know the differences between Paddington and these two movies? I feel like these two movies knew parents are going to be there.
Yeah.
And so there's jokes for everybody in these two movies. And Paddington, it's literally just for kids. Like I feel like only a child would laugh at like Paddington like taking silly pictures and almost falling and just stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
it's just too kid friendly.
It is
and
way too much. Yeah.
and I get it, right? Like I guess that's a niche that needs to be filled. Obviously, I mean, I'm pretty sure the movie did well, right? Like,
I think it got a 7.2 or something.
I'm talking about like
money wise?
Yeah, money wise.
I have no idea.
I'm sure it did well, but I don't know. Like as for a movie watching experience, I just couldn't. I could never justify spending money on Paddington.
I had no idea Paddington was a book series.
I really.
Yeah, it's a book. Paddington's a book series, I guess. An old one though, like a pretty old one.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, from what it looked like an old one. Maybe I'm wrong. It looked like an old book. It looked like... What art style can I throw it at? Do you know like the Berenstain Bears?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put that art style, but 10 years prior.
Okay.
It's like older than that. It looks like maybe it's just an English book, like an English kid's story. Maybe that's
yeah,
why.
yeah. I mean,
It's got to be something like that.
he's British.
That's what I'm saying. Might be one of those, but just... I don't know. This was also kind of a nothing burger.
Yeah, I mean, to me, way more than
The Captain, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, this is different audiences.
Okay, not a nothing burger, right? Because
These are different audiences.
There was
man.
definitely a point to the movie where, like, it speaks about like your heritage and going back home, and
But this is for children.
and like the symbolism of home, like home being where you make it, and you know, having priorities in life and like valuing family over money and yada yada
Yeah, it's a
yada.
normal kid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
But so I'm not gonna say I don't want to say that it was a nothing burger in that sense. I just meant it was a nothing burger and like it was just bland.
Yeah, it didn't give me. It wasn't entertaining.
Yeah, the
It wasn't
writing was
that
bland.
entertaining.
Yeah, it wasn't super entertaining. There wasn't super action heavy. It really wasn't even that funny. Like
I didn't find it that funny.
yeah, it was. You know what is so funny to me too? You know what it felt like for some reason? Shoot, bro, what's this guy? It felt so. Who directed the Grand Budapest Hotel?
I have no clue.
Oh, it's like what? It's like I don't want to say my favorite director because I haven't seen all his movies, but all the movies I've seen from him are like I really like.
I didn't even watch that film. Grand Budapest Hotel.
The Grand Budapest Hotel, yeah.
No idea.
Who directed? Oh, Wes Anderson.
Oh, I know who Wes Anderson is.
Yeah, that's I don't know why.
I didn't watch
It
that.
kind of reminded me of that, like in the way it was shot and like the way.
It was shot nice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It reminded me of a Wes Anderson film, but just like not as funny, and like not like it was like. Oh, is this a Wes Anderson film?
No.
It's not.
No. It is not. I forget the director's name, but I know it's not Wes Anderson.
Dougal Wilson.
Dougal. What a name.
Yeah, Dougal Wilson.
I thought you got us sick. Imagine calling your... What is it? Dougal?
I mean, unless I'm pronouncing it wrong. Dougal?
Dougal. I don't know. That's kind of hard, though.
I guess.
Dougal's sick. If it is Dougal. What did you rate Paddington, man?
I give it a 5.5, man.
Holy shit. Okay.
I give it a 5. It was like...
All right.
Again, I it was hard to get through.
You know what? I was... After speaking about it, I'm going to go down to 6.5. And then do you want to meet in the middle of 6?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. We
All
can
right.
meet in the middle at 6.
So we'll meet in the middle at 6 then, because I agree. It wasn't funny. I liked it though. The CGI was nice. To me, it was fine for children, and it had some good things going for it.
That's a niche way too small for me though. Like,
I don't know.
like that doesn't make it justifiable to me. It's just
I
like
guess.
it was for kids, so we'll give it a pass. Like, no, that
No,
doesn't make
for
it,
sure, for sure.
that doesn't make
But
it a good.
that's
film.
why it's not like a good rating, but I just, I don't know. Paddington is a 6 out of 10. Watch it if you have children. Well, let your children watch it. Don't enter the theater.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Just wait till it comes out on DVD.
Yeah, leave your kids in a dark theater by themselves, especially if you're in like a really bland part of the U.S.
Bland, Wisconsin.
Yeah, if you're in Wisconsin, United States of America, just leave your like 6-year-old children in a theater by themselves.
I guess.
I'm gonna clip that. You're like, what is wrong with these two?
Now, Mr. Valentines. Which Valentine's Day movie are we gonna talk about first?
All right, we're gonna have to. I feel like we shouldn't even put the ratings for these, and we should just debate which one's better.
You want to do that?
Well, we're gonna rate them for sure.
Okay.
'Cause I have to rate them.
But
I think we should rate them at the end.
You want to rate them?
And
Okay.
I want to make sure. I want to do like a little like, okay, which film was better?
Okay.
So, I'll introduce both films. We watched Hard Eyes, the slasher horror comedy Valentine's Day film, and Love Hurts, the also action comedy Valentine's Day film. Romance, yeah. So, Hard Eyes. We'll do no spoilers for Hard Eyes real quick. Hard Eyes, that is an actual slasher. It has a lot of gore, a lot of blood.
Cool costume design.
Really cool, really cool costume design. Great camera work.
Okay.
Great shots. Beautiful angles.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible. Yeah. The acting was fair, not the best. It was a comedy, so I don't know how to gauge it on that front, but it was okay.
Yeah.
And the villain of Hard Eyes was kind of unique in a sense of it was like, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it kind of unique because this is no spoilers. So kind of unique, but it definitely was missing some things. It kept me entertained the entire time though. So honestly, it was a good film.
Okay.
I liked it. I was very surprised by it.
Yeah, I think it was a lot funnier than I thought it would be. Like it took a bit for it to grow on me.
Okay.
I think the mystery was definitely like some things I didn't like. I think the foreshadowing was a bit like too obvious.
The foreshadowing. Okay.
Yeah, I think the foreshadowing was a bit too obvious to the point where like it was like I don't know. Like I enjoy trying to figure things out, but like I feel like they were just kind of like handed it to you.
Sure.
At that point.
Sure.
Some other things I didn't like were like the dialogue sometimes to me was like a little weird in the sense of like, I don't know, man. Like I get that it's a comedy, but sometimes I don't want like really casual banter or like witty banter when like you're trying to survive. Like as just like
the main love interest and the main character in this film, her and him, their conversations were kind of pretty ass to me.
Yeah. So like sometimes,
Sometimes.
like I was saying, because sometimes it did hit. Like there were like there was like there's a part where they're running away from the killer.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is really like super spoilery.
Okay.
But there's a part where they're running away from the killer and they're like, yo, we're not even a couple. Like, go kill someone else. Like that. To
that
me,
was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. You know, there's just certain things.
And they stick with like a couple jokes throughout the film too.
Yeah.
And they build on that. So honestly, the comedy was pretty good. The side characters were kind of bad in my opinion, though.
I don't like
every other character.
I don't want to say that they were. What do you mean?
Okay, so
when I think of side characters, I'm thinking of like her friend,
her best friend,
who really didn't do anything.
Exactly, pointless to me.
And well, I mean, because I don't count her.
The killer,
pointless.
Not pointless, but just not the best character. Not very fully developed, and not really cool. I don't know the rest of the characters to me, even like the old love interest, her ex, and that whole character, and just all of that.
I don't like at that point. I don't consider them side characters. They're just background characters.
Yeah,
they legitimately play no part in the film.
No,
they're
exactly.
they're literally just as important as innocent bystanders that get killed in the movie. Like they don't do anything. So I don't count it like to me like the only like legitimate side characters are like the detective and
That's true.
and that's literally it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's literally it. That's that and technically that's not even true.
Yeah. I don't know. Just to me, I feel like besides the main two characters and then maybe the killer, everything else is kind of pointless. It didn't really play much of a role. So we can go to spoilers though, because this movie is hard not to spoil.
Yeah.
Spoilers of Heart Eyes, the Heart Eyes killer, man.
Yeah.
That was kind of I don't know. I wish they fleshed out the villain a little bit more. I wish the killer wasn't just like, oh, 3 different people, 3 different killers. I wish it was they fleshed it out a bit more. Also, I don't like the fact it was just a regular ass dude or girl.
Yeah.
It was just a regular person
Yeah.
that could have been killed at any point in time.
That like there's certain scenes in the movie that like kind of threw me off. Like there's a part where he's walking in like a drive-in theater and just murdering people.
Yeah.
That no way.
No.
He did not get jumped not one time.
Not exactly.
That threw me like he had like no gun, nothing. Nobody thought to like jump this guy.
And this was in Seattle.
Yeah, it wasn't Seattle.
Bro, people in Seattle are crazy. You're telling me right now no one crackhead was like, yo, buddy, you know, just whooped his ass.
Like, and then the other thing too. Also, speaking of comedy, them having a heart to heart, what a couple in the back was going crazy to me was hilarious.
Which
bro.
one?
They when they were trying to hide from the killer and they go into the van. Really having a heart to heart conversation.
Well, a couple,
just having sex in the back. That was hilarious.
That was super funny. I thought they were getting slaughtered. I thought they were gonna cut and they were gonna be in pieces or something like that. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be sick. No, they were actually just fucking, just absolute railing each other.
That was hilarious to me. But yeah, no. And then like again, as far as I'm concerned, the hard ass killer was like some regular dude.
Yeah.
Why was he on steroids the whole time? Like, bro, she hit him in the back of the head with like a fire hydrant or something like that, and he just like bleeding out his eyes. Tanked it. You know what I mean? And then he gets stabbed to the chest. He wins multiple ones. Like he never lost a fight.
No,
they literally never lost a fight.
Well, I guess no. In the drive-in theater, he did get banged, and then he got stabbed in the heart. So he died.
No, what I'm saying, he never lost like a straight up 1v1.
Yeah,
which is crazy to me. And I feel like. Okay, whatever. They established a little bit afterwards that like the dude, the love interest, the other main character, the guy, isn't really a fighter.
Right.
But at the same time, it's kind of ridiculous. He got bodied twice. Back to back.
Yeah.
He got bodied back to back. So that was whatever to me. Some other things that I didn't like were like, okay, he gets interrogated, right? And then the officer immediately tries to pin him as the hard eyes killer, which again, like when you watch the movie, it's like, okay, it's kind of weird that he's trying to get framed right now, and then on top of that, it's like later in that same scene, Hard Eyes comes to the precinct, and you assume he killed everybody except them, and then you see the cop later, and she's not dead.
Yeah,
it's an immediate red flag, and then right after that. She is very insistent on taking him home,
right?
And that was okay. Boom, dead giveaway. Yeah. Like, you know, too much foreshadowing, or that where you're just like that's kind of weird. To
you
me.
kind of it gets to a point where like, all right, come on, right? And so I agree. The kills though were badass, dude. My favorite kill was probably the first kill. Funny enough, the cameraman.
Oh, the cameraman.
The cameraman, dude. The fact that I saw the POV of the camera shot into that was nasty. That was great work. The gore also when with the sword. Where did he get this King Arthur sword? Kill the guy that was fucking and then grab the girl.
That's not what that was.
What was it?
It was a tire iron.
Oh shit! Was it?
It was a tire iron.
It looked like a sword.
No, yeah, it was a tire iron.
And then just banged her, and her whole mouth was just out.
And you just see her.
Yeah,
you see them through her mouth.
Unrealistic, but pretty badass. Honestly, a lot of good kills, a lot of blood, and the final scenes when it was the 2v2.
Yeah,
and she got her head cut off, and then he got like burned and shot at, and like he got demolished.
The burn and shot at didn't get me. It was the arrow through the eye.
Yeah,
through the nose.
Yeah.
That was, and it wasn't like it wasn't like like poking him with the.
No, it was like through.
Yeah, it was there. Like imagine he got a piercing and the piercing went through his eye. It was like this. It was there like
crazy.
that. That was insane.
Yeah, that was.
And the way he reacted, he was just like. He just didn't know what to do. Because like, what do? You pull it out, like ruin your eye,
You're done
or
for.
like you just like he just had to sit there and take it. Like that was hilarious to me. Like just like his reaction to
How
that.
are people such good shots in this film? The only time that was like kind of realistic was when she grabbed the main character when she grabbed the gun and started shooting at the hard-eyed killer
And missed every
and
single
missed
shot.
every shot.
That
But then
was
in the
hilarious.
final scene, she got a bullseye on her now.
Not a bullseye, but yeah.
With one bullet, she managed to get exactly what she kind of wanted to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what you mean by bullseye. I was like, she didn't like.
Yeah, she
like-
didn't snipe him.
Yeah.
But dude, you can't go from point blank missing your shots to like 30 meters just banging a clean one. You know?
I mean, listen. Even he says in the movie, it's like that was a lucky shot.
Yeah, I guess.
He does mention it. Like,
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I don't know if I didn't like, but the subliminals about like love and relationships and stuff like that were
yeah,
a
ending,
little cheesy.
yeah,
to me.
ending was a bit too over the top for me. It was a little too grandiose. Like once she got to the church or whatever, and they were there, I was literally just like, okay, let's wrap this up. Like,
Exactly. I can appreciate though the film was pretty quickly 90-minute film, like about 93, 96 minutes, whatever it was. So I can appreciate that. It surprised me. I don't really like a lot of slashers, but this one was pretty decent, honestly. And especially for being a Valentine's Day one, I liked it. The premise was also pretty decent.
Also, a quick side note: that scene in the precinct when he cuts the power, and then the night vision is the hard eyes, like the red fire, bro.
That's tough.
That was so cool to me.
His suit design is badass.
Yeah,
Badass
I like
as
that a
all.
lot.
So, all right. Well, then let's go on to Love Hurts, and then we'll kind of pit the two against each other and see which one comes out, and then we'll give the ratings in the end.
Okay.
So, okay. Love Hurts.
Non-spoiler.
Non-spoiler, we'll start it off, right? In the trailer, you already know who's in the film, so I want to say Marshawn Lynch. I love Marshawn Lynch. Okay, Marshawn Lynch is my favorite NFL football player of all time.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I'm a Seahawks fan, so
Okay.
he was our running back.
Also, Seattle, no?
Yeah. We should have just ran the ball. But
Definitely comes into play in the movie. But
yeah.
the non-spoilery, I think I don't know if he's been in anything else.
No.
I would like to see him in more.
Yeah, he's funny.
I
He's
would
been in a
like-
lot of commercials.
Oh, okay. Is that what
That's
it is?
what it is. He's been in a lot of commercials.
Okay.
And so, but he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Even in person, he's funny. Like,
Okay.
as an actual human being, he's hilarious.
Yeah, when he like
And he's a tank, dude.
I don't know. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if how can I put it? I don't know if it's the script or it's him or if they made the script just for him.
Just for him, probably.
Yeah, because
maybe he even
like,
wrote his lines. Who
Yeah,
knows?
because the way like his dialogue in there is like he it did not feel like he was acting that movie. It,
Nah,
it
he was
legit,
legit himself.
felt like they maybe didn't even give him a script and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, he's gonna say some stuff, just like
You go for that,
yeah. Just rattle off him because it was just so perfect to me. Like there was just
Yeah, I don't even want to say he acted well. He was just being himself.
yeah.
So it just felt really good.
Action scenes really good.
The main character, I forget his name.
Something Yun, I think.
Yeah. He killed it. I don't like his voice. Really big pet peeve, honestly. Like, really nitpicky. But
Like
it's,
his lisp or whatever.
no, it's just too nasally. Hey, guys. I like that. You know, I'm good, bro. No, thank you. Give me Jackie Chan.
It is wow. Kwan, Hui Kwan.
Yeah,
I
something like
guess.
that. I think I've seen his work before, but it was good to see him again.
Yes. Let me see.
It was good to see him again, honestly. He's funny.
He was in. Well, as a child, he was in Indiana Jones.
Okay.
But where? Oh, he was in Kung Fu Panda. Oh, and that's what it is. And he was in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, another fantastic movie.
Yeah. He's great. And I don't know what it is, man, but this reminded me, this is going to sound racist. It's not, I swear. It reminded me of Shang-Chi and their incredible action sequences, like the choreography for the fights.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Like the actual, maybe not with props and stuff like that. There was a
Yeah.
lot of prop usage, which I liked in this film.
Uh-huh.
But just the actual combat, it felt real. Like,
Okay.
not real in some senses, like,
Yeah, yeah.
like throwing people too far and nothing like that, right? But just, I felt it. The
Okay.
guy was hurting.
Now, I liked how comical it was. Like,
It was great.
there was like, I guess we could talk about in the spoilers because if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, no, yeah,
But
seriously.
there's like a certain fight scene in the kitchen that happens between
So badass.
between him, Marshawn Lynch, and I think his name is Otis.
Otis, something like that, yeah.
Is
Another
is
one
it-
of the people trying to
Hitman.
get him. The
Yeah.
hitman, so.
Yes, it was King and Otis. Yeah, so Marshawn Lynch's character's name is King, and then his partner was Otis. There's a fight between
All three of them.
yeah
Well,
between all three of them, and like in his kitchen. That was hilarious.
It was so good. I loved it.
Things I didn't like about the movie.
Well,
not-
let's get into like maybe the story. Let's see. Did you
Okay.
like the story without spoiling anything?
No, you know what it kind of reminded me of for some reason. Maybe I'm tripping because I've never seen all of them, but it gave me like weird like Kill Bill vibes.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I will say I really appreciate. I didn't like the story that much. The story was kind of. I mean, I was fully entertained the entire time, but not by the story
Okay,
at all. I was more entertained in what was going on. So the story was kind of just a side part, honestly.
okay,
I will say I really appreciate the fact that this movie is like an hour 20, maybe even less.
yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's 123.
Yeah, the movie is incredible, and you can cut out like half that.
I don't know about half that.
Well, no,
but
okay, but you can cut out like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably.
You can cut out 5 minutes
'Cause, like, the intro and the outro and
Yeah,
all that.
not even intro outro. Just certain flashbacks, stuff like that, like aren't needed. They're just like
The movie is
super-
really short, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
It's not too short. It's not like, oh, I got a half-cooked movie, but it's short and
It's
sweet.
to the point, yeah.
It's short and sweet, just how you want it, you know? And so I really appreciate that. But the story was kind of lackluster. I
Yeah,
mean,
it didn't really do much for me either. It was basic. It was super basic. Too
nothing
basic
serious
story.
either, which I can respect because it's a comedy, but also like nothing serious.
It's one of those just like past life, try to escape.
Yeah.
It's calling me back right now type deals. You know,
Yeah.
like
I
a
felt like a less serious John Wick.
yeah, exactly.
And so
Like that's probably the life John Wick wanted.
yeah, exactly. He
You know what
wanted
I
to
mean?
be a realtor. John Wick is imagine John Wick as your realtor. Fuck that. Imagine Keanu Reeves as your realtor, dude. That would be I would buy every house he bought.
You'd buy every house.
I'd buy every house.
But yeah. Story was whatever.
I guess we
I didn't like that. The antagonist was like revealed, like more than halfway through the movie. Like you keep hearing about him, and it's like you find out basically who he is at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's doesn't really do much for me. And he does for me he does way too much with way too little screen time.
Yeah, okay.
Like
Well, we'll get into spoilers then. All right, we'll run into spoilers. So.
yeah, actually wrote it down right here.
Spoilers for Love Hurts.
Cliff did not have to die.
Okay.
Cliff did not have to die at all. And his death did nothing in the movie.
No.
It's mentioned one time.
Yeah.
So what was the point of Cliff's death? Like, how is he even supposed to return back to his normal life after that? Like, he's supposed to be a realtor now? Like, again?
Yeah. Like again, nah.
You know what I mean? Like,
nah.
that to me was kind of trash. I didn't like that Cliff died.
I don't think there's gonna be a happy ending. Honestly, there can't be.
I
With that?
guess.
No
I
way.
guess. I mean, yeah, like I said, it gives me Kill Bill vibes. So, like, you know, whatever. He, you know, the mate, like, I can't pronounce this guy's name, and I feel like a jerk for it. But yeah, in the movie, his name is Marvin.
Yeah.
Marvin's character is supposed to be like the super like legendary hitman or whatever,
Yeah.
and he's taking
and
a bunch
now
of people's
he ran
lives.
away and a super sweet realtor. He forgot that life.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's just-
So I guess this is supposed to be like his karma.
Yeah, it came back to him. Like,
Yeah.
came back to bite him. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly.
And he has to now like do things right or like finish that.
Yeah.
Before he can go back to his life. But again, once a killer, you kind of can't go back to.
I guess.
So.
But yeah, speaking of fight scenes, the very first fight scene you see in this movie, it's pretty early on. He fights some dude called the Raven, and this is where like I knew the comedy was gonna hit when like I guess he's the Raven, so like he has like feathers that are darts that he uses in the fights, and then so Marvin like picks up one of the feathers, tries to throw him at him, and it just like halfway in the air, just like
Yeah,
I had me weak as
because
hell.
he hasn't fought in so long.
Yeah,
and so even the
rusty.
Raven's like, "Yo, man, you're not on your shit right now."
The
so
the
funny.
the fact that he had the boot blades,
Crazy.
but the boot blades are not like regular boot
They
blades.
connected to his arm.
Yeah.
Bro, that's such a badass suit.
Bro, that was so original because like usually when you think of boot blade, you think of like the thing that sticks up at the end
Yeah, at the
of
toe.
your shoe, and you just like
Yeah.
you fight like that.
Or
No,
even
bro.
the back.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe like an ice skater.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. No, bro.
No.
He literally
It's on the
literally,
side.
Yeah, it's on the side. It's like in the sole of his shoe, and he just like God, and like just imagine
Yeah.
a big blade just like sticking out right there, and
It's
he's
so
using that.
badass.
Fire.
I mean,
That was super fire.
must be really uncomfortable to walk on that though.
I don't know. Yeah, because like there's like you just
He's a
can't.
big guy.
You just can't. He's humongous, bro.
Huge, dude.
But you know what it is? Marvin's character is small too.
He is small, that's
Because
right.
I feel like his character next to the assistant, what's her name? Ashley.
Okay.
They had like the
They might be the
size
same.
difference. Yeah, the size difference wasn't that crazy.
Even like weight wise, they probably weigh the same too.
I don't know about that.
He looks very light.
Who?
The
Marvin?
Marvin.
Oh, I talk about Marvin and
Who?
I talk about the Raven and Ashley, which is like his assistant. They were pretty similar in size.
No, I'm talking about
unless she's just tall.
She might be tall.
Let me see. Do they have like his stats here?
They probably do. You can probably check it out. This guy's gonna be like. Imagine he's not.
He's
Like,
6'2".
Okay, that's not crazy.
That's definitely above average.
Well, I guess.
I mean, you guess.
I don't know. I'm 6'2", so to me it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's above average.
Yeah, but to me it's nothing crazy.
And Ashley was 5'9".
It looked it's
Basically
that's
5'10".
tall for a girl.
Yeah, and then boots. They look pretty relative in size.
That's true. Okay, so with boots on, he's 6'4".
yeah, exactly.
Like
and he had some
Yeah, he had some crazy boots.
he had some crazy boots.
So, okay, that makes sense. Because to me, he looked huge.
And Marvin, because Marvin was 5'5".
Oh fuck.
Yeah, Marvin was 5. So there's almost a foot difference
damn.
when they stand next to each other.
5'5". I feel like I've never even seen a guy at 5'5". I definitely have, but like it's just always so crazy to me.
Yeah, my cousin, he's 5'4".
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
But what was I gonna
Sorry
say?
for your loss.
Not my loss. Then bro, Marshawn Lynch and Otis, crazy dynamic
Crazy
duo.
dynamic. Oh
Crazy
my god.
dynamic.
And it looked like this is gonna sound crazy. It looked like the racist poster, the white hand, the black hand.
That's not even you talking about. That's like from
Yeah,
from the Predator.
Yeah.
From the Predator with Arnold. Yeah. This is the racist poster. That's crazy.
Because it's a meme. It's a meme. You always see that
No,
meme
he's
going around.
racist. The racist poster is crazy.
I'm thinking about all the memes, man. So to me, that's a racist poster. I didn't think of the Predator. I thought of the meme.
Oh my god.
Anyway, no, they're a great duo. Seriously.
They do this thing where like they clothesline Marvin, right? So like Otis clotheslines Marvin or something like that, and then King or Marshawn Lynch grabs him by the feet as he's flipping in the air and just slam their whole duo
They look
dynamic.
like a WWE
Bro,
tag team.
Insane, bro.
Crazy.
That's what I was gonna say. I forgot to write it down. That's one of the only things that's one of the only things that did bother me in the movie. The voiceovers.
Okay.
There was very clearly voiceover when they were when they were fighting.
Oh.
So like that
Because
to me
you
was
have
weird.
to.
Yeah, I guess talking while you're moving like that is weird.
Sorry.
But like it's so noticeable.
Yes, of course.
And like that kind of threw me off. Not that it's gonna ruin the movie for you.
No, it's
Anything
never gonna
ridiculous
ruin
like
any
But
movie,
I was
but-
just like, it kind of was like a
It's
little
not
jarring.
as bad as like Madam Web. So
Oh, I've never even seen it.
don't
so.
watch that. But anyway, like it's not like, or even like Craven where they have like his back turned and then they just add a voiceover. No, it's like they're doing stuff. So you kind of use your imagination and realize that they're talking, but it's like kind of tough. Because if not, you're gonna have terrible audio. Not
Yeah.
terrible audio, but comparably bad audio.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, all right. Anything else you want to talk about Love Hurts before we kind of break down which film was better?
No, man. I thought the action was good. I thought the comedy was good. The story was whatever.
Sorry, the runtime was great.
Yeah, that means shoot. Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, cool. So, all right. Hard Eyes, Love Hurts. I think what Hard Eyes does way better than Love Hurts is probably just different genres. Like this is one is a slasher, one's just an action film. But I will say just the actual blood and gore in Hard Eyes is way better than Love Hurts.
But it has to be though.
Yeah. Love Hurts does have a lot of blood. I'm not gonna say gore, blood.
Yeah.
There's no gore, but a lot of blood, surprisingly. And just Hard Eyes is way better with that. I think the main character in Love Hurts is better than the main character in Hard Eyes.
I'm not sure. Like,
I liked Marvin a lot, man.
I think Marvin is cool. I think the dialogue in Love Hurts is like way cringier
Yeah, but I guess it is.
for me. Like it's I mean, it's about love.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And it's like about
he is really preachy.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
There's
he is really
there's a
preachy.
lot of speeches in there.
Compared to like Hard Eyes, where they're like actively not going against love, but just not.
they're
as
just
cheesy.
in denial of it.
Yeah, not preachy about it. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
there's only one real scene where they like actually get like a deep dive into it, and then that's kind of like it.
That's true.
Which is like during the dinner,
Yes.
and then it's like it's there and then it's gone,
Yeah.
and it's not really talked
And then that's
about
when
after
like the actual action starts after that.
basically, yeah,
That's when the Hard Eyes Killers like
yeah.
homes in
When
on
they
it.
go back to her,
place.
yeah, and
Or
then like he's in
his
the
place,
closet.
her place, yeah.
But yeah, no, like that's like I don't know. I'm not super into like, but then again, it's a romance,
So, okay.
right? So like people who want to see that are going for that. You know what I mean? Like that'd be like if I was like, oh, like this action movie has too much action. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
That's a dumb thing to criticize about it for, but yeah.
For a Valentine's Day, I want to crown a Valentine's Day movie that you
Uh-huh.
have to watch on like a Valentine's Day or just for like a date. Which one would that rather be? Honestly, to me, I'd say Love Hurts.
Yeah.
I'd say Love Hurts gonna
Yeah.
take the cake. It is a
I mean, it depends on your relationship, but I feel like I don't know. Rom-coms are always the go-to.
absolutely. So that one's gonna be the not that Hard Eyes is bad. I mean, maybe if you guys are like really big into horror, watch that. But that being said, Love Hurts is probably the better film.
Yeah, I think it's a bit funnier.
A little bit funnier.
I think it's a bit funnier.
And actually, I liked even like the villain in Love Hurts is better to me than Hard Eyes. Like the actual villain. Hard Eyes, the killer, badass. You're not touching that guy.
Yeah.
But the villains in Love Hurts, being Marshawn Lynch, Otis.
I wouldn't even consider them villains. They're just hired. They're just hot. Those are contractors. They're just contract.
Okay.
Like the actual
the
villain
main villain, his brother.
is. I don't care about his brother at all.
Yeah.
I don't care about his
But
brother
also, I
at
didn't
all.
give a fuck about the tech guy and Hard Eyes Killer and the cop lady. Or the random fan. That was dumb to me. Like, oh, he's just a super fan.
Yeah. He's just a super fan.
Like, what?
Which means that some random guy figured out who you guys were. But that's besides the
Yeah,
point.
whatever, man.
That's the point. But you know, I mean, I guess when you break it down like that, it's. But some of it to me is like, okay, I don't know if I can consider them villains for me to be like, okay, that like he's better or not. Because like his brother gets like his brother is hyped up in dialogue only for like most of the film.
Yeah.
And then he loses anyway. So like it wasn't like, to me it would have been cooler if like, because they kept hyping up his brother as like this like,
This boogeyman.
yeah, like I thought he was gonna be some like 6'8", like
Yeah.
like absolute destroyer.
Yeah.
He was like just a little bit taller than his brother,
he wasn't
and like
bad.
and like they like when the shutdown finally happens, like, oh, you've never beat me in a fight, and then he proceeds to lose the literal only fight we see him in. Like that's kind of trash to me.
That is true. He was having henchmen do his work for
Yeah,
him the
it
whole
was-
time, and then when he got down to it, he was pretty ass.
Like, bro, like how could I ever consider King and Otis villains when like right before they could do like one of their big showdowns, he's like yeah, just text my wife. just like he's like oh babe, you know I know I do this killing stuff, man,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I really want to see you. I don't know. and then Marshawn Lynch's character King is like, yo, nah, man. He's like was that dumb? He's like, nah, man, that was real, man. That was real. Like that you should have said that. And then like they get beat up or whatever, and they're just laying down in the house, and he's like, she texts me back. I'm just like, bro, how can I? You know what I mean?
You can't hate those guys.
Yeah,
You
like
can't.
they're not villains, bro. Like
I guess.
then you got like the Raven. This man just trying to find love.
So
Like
funny.
they're just not villains to me.
So
They just were like, they were just on the wrong side for a little bit.
I really
you know
do.
what
I mean, okay, so yeah, Love Hurts is definitely the better film then. I think Love Hurts is going to have to take the cake for like the better Valentine's Day film.
Yeah.
For if you're really in the mood for like finding like what should I watch for Valentine's Day?
Uh-huh.
Do Love Hurts. It's a quick film. You can get that in.
That's the other thing too, man.
You can get that in at any point in time. Not
Yeah.
saying, Hard Eyes is also pretty short, but just that extra 20 minutes runtime hurts, you know?
Is it that much longer?
It feels like it. Hard Eyes is what, an hour 36, an hour 40, and
It is hour 37, so it's
37.
14 minutes longer.
yeah, but
But the difference is that it feels like a half an hour longer.
it does.
It feels like half an hour longer.
End scene was,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what are we gonna rate both these films then?
All right.
What did you give Hard Eyes?
Well, would I give Hard Eyes?
Yeah.
I give Hard Eyes a 7.
Okay. Okay.
What'd you give it?
I actually gave it a 7.
Oh, you gave it a 7
Yeah,
too?
yeah, yeah. So we're spot on with that one.
Yeah, I gave it a 7. I gave
Hard
it a 7.
Eyes is a 7 out of 10.
A 7.
Cool. Now, Love Hurts. What are we giving that? It's gonna be the best film of the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So what are we giving Love Hurts?
I don't know, man.
To me, after
a 7.5, I guess.
to me, after breaking all that down and really realizing everything, I gave it an 8.
An 8.
But I'm cool with 7.5 as well because it really isn't that much better than Hard
Yeah,
Eyes.
like I feel like if I want to give something more than a 7, like it has to go past my enjoyment and be like actual like really good writing and
That's
stuff
true.
like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the writing in there is like it's very simple.
That's true. It can only go so high.
Yeah.
Which is actually the same reason we rated One of Them Days 7.5
Yeah.
as well.
Because it was definitely like One of the Days definitely funnier than this.
But it was,
Not as action packed though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just as enjoyable, but it's like it's just way too like simple for me to be like, oh yeah, like this is a 10 out of 10. Like it's not that great.
That's true. All right, then. Love Hurts is going to be a 7.5 out of 10. This last 2 weeks were really underwhelming, honestly, with films. You can probably skip the movie theater if you really want to. This whole month doesn't seem that big. But in these next couple months, I do see some pretty good films coming out. So we're going to keep watching these so no one else has to. And we're going to have a decent amount of films to watch this next 2 weeks. So we'll be checking all those out. But all in all, for the 4 films we saw, it was kind of like I think our average score is 7. That should say something. There was a bunch of 7s.
They're good enough to watch in theaters if you don't know what's going on.
Right.
But I feel like if I heard a review and then because that's really like I tried my hardest not to like go in there with any expectations for like Captain America,
yeah.
but like most of them are pretty true. Like it's really just not. Well, anyway, that's besides the point.
Yeah. I don't know. Just all around okay films, decent films. I would definitely go watch something though, especially if you like going to the movie theater. You can definitely check out maybe like Captain America to see what it's about. If not, if you don't want to see anything to do with superheroes, go watch Hard Eyes, go watch Love Hurts.
Yeah.
You can crank both those films out easily.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And if you want to choose one, Love Hurts is definitely going to be the one to choose. So that's going to be everything, though. Kind of a short episode. We only had 4 movies, so we could only talk about so much. But we will see everyone in 2 weeks. Thank you for any support, the TikTok, the subscribers, all that stuff. So we'll see you in 2 weeks at the end of the month. And we will probably be a lot more tired with all the next films we have to see. So,
That's for sure.
all right. Well, happy Valentine's Day, man.
Happy
I love you.
I hate you.